Governor-elect of Enugu State has sufficiently explained the events that led to the break in his service year and the subsequent completion after his bar qualifying examinations and an NYSC certificate adequately issued to him with the same serial numbers as his other mates. In the words of the Governor-elect of Enugu State, the confusion was because he had a break during his NYSC. As an overseas graduate, when we were done with our bar part 1, the next thing was for us to do bar part 2. But we were just completing bar part 1 when the bar final students started. So we were encouraged by the then Deputy Director General of Nigerian Law School, Kole Abayomi, who was the DDG of Lagos campus where I did my bar part 1, to go and do our service year first. So we went to start our service year. 8 months into the service year, we were told to return to our bar finals. We started the bar final, and the honorable thing was for me. The honorable thing for me was writing to the NYSC to say I would do my bar finals and wanted a break to my service year. When I eventually completed my bar finals, the certificate I was given had the same date as my original set. This is very explicit and should not generate any form of confusion. Therefore, it indicates that the NYSC needs to improve record keeping, which remains their liability. Governance is a continuum, and it is inexcusable that if the NYSC could not maintain a credible database of participants, such should amount to media trials and illogical conclusions. We are tempted here to believe that some politicians wanted to exploit that window of the break in service year to truncate the swearing in of the democratically elected governor of Enugu State, Barrister Peter Mba. This is deplorable and condemnable. The NYSC should not be seen as unnecessarily aiding despicable politicians in hitting the polity by doing the bidding of some vested interests. The fact remains that the governor-elect participated in the mandatory 1-year service year, and his certificate is valid. The onus, therefore, lies in the NYSC to put its house in order and ensure proper documentation of its processes and operations. The action of the NYSC in this regard is libelous, and it is expedient that the retraction of the statement that the certificate of Mr. Peter Mba is fake. Mr. Peter Mba, as a lawyer and an individual of high societal standing, understands the implication of parading a fake certificate. The story by the NYSC is, at best, tales by moonlight. By the Constitution, the only needed educational qualification or requirement for any person running for any election in any part of Nigeria is at least a school certificate level or its equivalent, including primary 6 school leaving certificate, or even proof of ability to read, write, understand, and communicate in English language. These provisions could be gathered from the sections of the Constitution, Section 65, 66, 106, 107, 131, 137, 177, 182, 318 subsection 1, and 319 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.